In this video, we are going to show you the integration developed by SGSE of the SPC intrusion panels of the manufacturer ACA in the ACC software platform of Avigilon Unity. The integration consists of three main components: Setup, Map, and Synoptic. To begin, we will enter the configuration panel, enter the username and password, and click on Login. Here, we have the connection configuration with Avigilon Unity, its name, IP address, ports, user, and password. The next step is to add an intruder panel. To do this, click on Add Connection to Alarm Panel. As we already have one created, I will show you from the one we already have. In Panel Type, select SPC. Then we will put the name, the port we want, the key encryption, the user and password, the number of keyboards, and the number of expanders. Then click on Add. In this case, as I have already created it, it will give me the option to update the information. Further on, you will see the areas, zones, and outputs already configured in Avigilon. In this case, we can see that we have two areas, these zones and these exits. We can change the text of the zones. As we can see, we have all these possible options. Finally, we will go to Alarms Relations and click on Add New Relation to create the event that will wake up an alarm previously configured in the ACC software platform. We start the definition of the new relationship by selecting the SPC panel and choose the type of event we want. For example, the area, and within the possible areas, we select Area 1. Then, select one or more events, in this case Partition Full Set. And finally, the alarm that should be triggered when the event occurs, in this video, Zone 2, and click on Create. I will click on Cancel because I already have several alarms created. To enjoy the integration from a graphical interface to support the operator with the display of the intrusion and CCTV elements in a set of maps of the installation, access the Map component of the main menu. We register in the map, where we will put user and password. As we can see, here we have the map with the areas and zones already created. To add areas, zones, cameras, etc. to the map, click on Edit, and a menu called Tools will open, where we will find everything we need. What we will do is to select each section, and another floating window will open with the elements of each section. In this case, I have opened the Area section, and we can see that there are the two areas. As I already have them in the map, they appear in grey. I'm going to remove one of them from the map so that you can see how they appear when they are not in the map. We click on the area and press Delete. This way, we can see how it is removed. Now, to add back that deleted area, we simply drag it to the map. As we can see, it would already be added. In SPC zone, we have the zones we saw before. In outputs, we will have the 4 outputs we saw before. And in cameras, we will have the cameras we have added to Avigilon. When we want more detail in a specific part of a shot, we can also create hot zones. We are going to enter a hot zone already created to see it with its active elements, on which the operator can act, as well as check their status. Also, from the main map, we can perform actions in the areas and zones, displaying the different options available when we place ourselves on the icons and right-click on them. Finally, I will show you the part of the synoptic. Sometimes we have many intrusion elements, for example in a mall, and the operators who manage the security system prefer to have all the elements grouped together through their icons in a synoptic, rather than in multiple maps. This allows them to have an overview of the state of the integration and to be able to act on it. First, we will select the panel. As we can see, we have panel, areas, zones, and outputs. Clicking on them will open the contents of each section. We will also be able to perform actions, just like in the map. I will do a forced arming, as the zone SPC2.190:water CPD is active. As we can see, it has been armed, and the zones that were active have been disabled. We can also perform actions on the zones. Let's inhibit one to see it. With SGSE's integration of SPC intrusion panels, you can elevate Avigilon Unity to a true CCTV and intrusion integration platform.